A review of policing in England and Wales is to make a series of radical recommendations designed to restore trust in the service. The review, led by ex-Metropolitan Police Commissioner Lord Stevens, is expected to recommend that some police forces are merged. It also suggests the Inspectorate of Constabulary and Independent Police Complaints Commission are replaced. A focus on neighbourhood policing is also being urged. The review, set up by Labour in 2011, will be published on Monday morning. Effective policing. The long-awaited review is being billed as the most comprehensive analysis of policing for half a century. The overall structure of the police service was last examined by a royal commission in 1962. Lord Stevens said there would be 37 radical recommendations, including a commitment to neighbourhood policing as the building block of fair and effective policing. An idea revealed at the weekend. He will say that some police forces should be merged, something Labour tried but failed to introduce 7 years ago. He told BBC Radio 4's Today programme the report was evidence-based. We're not coming up with things that are speculation. To raise standards of professionalism, the report recommends police officers be given a new chartered status and could face being struck off a professional register if they are found to have committed serious misconduct. The review will say the Inspectorate of Constabulary and the Independent Police Complaints Commission should be replaced by a more powerful body that would ensure failings were addressed without delay. As for the governance and structure of the service, the review is expected to call for reforms to the system of police and crime commissioners, which was introduced last year. Other recommendations will include a national procurement strategy to increase the amount of collaboration between forces, to include standardized uniforms, electronic submission of case files to courts and prosecutors, mobile access to intelligence, including the police national computer cybercrime experts to be recruited directly into police forces, restrictions on the use of private companies such as G4S and Serco for policing functions. Profound concern. Labour said it would consult on the recommendations of the Independent Police Commission report. When the report is launched, Labour leader Ed Miliband will say, "This review is the first step in setting a new direction for policing in the 21st century." Neighbourhood policing was pioneered by Labour. It wasn't just a slogan, it was a different philosophy of policing, policing rooted in local communities, doing more than reacting to crimes by also preventing them, and working in partnership with local authorities, schools and the NHS. So it is of profound concern to me that the Independent Commission concludes that neighbourhood policing is under threat. We don't want to see services retreating back to their silos, becoming more remote from communities. Policing and Criminal Justice Minister Damian Green said, "Recorded crime has fallen by more than 10% since the government came to power, and we have put in place long-term reforms to help the police continue that downward trend. We have stripped away targets and red tape to free police from desk-bound jobs. We have installed the National Crime Agency to take on organized crime. We have installed a College of Policing to professionalize policing. We have modernized outmoded pay and conditions. And we have introduced a newly reinforced ethical framework to ensure police conduct is on an equal footing to cutting crime." Vice Chairman of the Police Federation, Steve White, which represents rank-and-file officers, said the organization had concerns. "We're a little bit concerned that if you go down a chartered status, and you're accountable to a body rather than the law, what's to stop police officers out there saying, 'Actually, I need to make this arrest because I need to prove to the chartered body that I'm doing my job properly'?"